Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're looking at a new Sina collaboration of Sina drums, of course. She collaborated with a Canadian singer-songwriter music producer by the name of Shashaa Tirupati, who has done a lot of work in the Indian music and film industry. So Bollywood. They tend to be about 3 hours long, a trial and a tribulation, perhaps a relationship growing and then, running into static and then ultimately prevailing in the end. But no matter what the mood, there's always music, dancing, song, and in spectacles. We're talking serious spectacles and very colorful usually, and of course a little bit more Eastern than we might be used to in the West here. So we have a collaboration between East and West that apparently was 2.5 years in the making. They're going to be doing a song today by Shashaa. The name of the song is Sukkee, and Sina is joined by a number of her regulars, including Nils Neumann as mandolin player, guitarist, bass player, and did a lot of rearranging and, of course, all the video editing as he usually does. We're also going to see a guitar solo by Manu Rao, who we have seen before in other Sina videos. There's going to be additional vocals by Avanti Patel, but Shashaa is doing the lead vocals, and it's her composition and original arrangement. Now, the original video here has the lyrics, both in Hindi and in English. We might take a quick look at the lyrics at the end of this just to make sure we know what we're listening to. Very much looking forward to it. Adrian, what do you think about this?
Well, it sounds interesting. East meets West with Sina.
That's right.
And
that's right.
It's actually going to be starring someone else, but Sina's going to be part of it. And
that's
an
right.
important part of it. It just brings the Western element with the drum set.
All right. Let's go ahead, check it out, and we will talk about it afterwards.
All righty.
खोई लाया जे मौत मेरा मोल हो गया सुक्की रूं मैं बढ़ जा तू बदली घनेरी तपदी हाँ मैं ठंडियां नी छावां तेरी सुक्की रूं मैं बढ़ जा तू बदली घनेरी तपदी हाँ मैं ठंडियां नी छावां सुक्की रूं मैं बढ़ जा तू बदली घनेरी तपदी हाँ मैं ठंडियां नी छावां तेरी सुक्की रूं मैं
Okay, so before we go any further, let's take a look at the lyrics here. So
All
we've
right.
got them. They're in the description of the original video. Anybody looking for them? I think I mentioned that before, but it says, "What has happened to the eyes? The helpless ones keep smiling. Near the salty tears, the grains became sweet. What has happened to the eyes? The humble ones keep smiling. Near the salty tears, become for me a dense rain cloud." So I assume that means a lot of tears, at that point. Then it says, "Turn back the season, beloved, don't hold me close and then vanish like the wind." That's very much a Bollywood type of lyric right there. "I am a dry soul, become for me a dense rain cloud. I am a dry soul, become for me a dense rain cloud. I'm burning, your shadows are cool." Dry soul, my worth was not recognized by this wretched world. It looks at me as if I am some stranger. When you gave me love, I gained worth. That's another Bollywood, very much a Bollywood theme. So, yeah, and matter of fact, let me make sure. I believe that there was some lyrical work done also. Yeah, lyrics by Ginny Dewan. Now, she's an award-winning lyricist, also writing for Bollywood. That makes sense. So let's talk about that music for a little bit.
Oh my. Yeah, that was a cool beginning to the song.
How about all that mandolin work, Adrian? I know you just got a mandolin recently.
Yeah, that sounded cool. I've learned how to tune this thing. I actually drop tuned it by a step just so that I don't risk, breaking the strings.
Yeah, sure.
There's my first song that I learned on the mandolin.
That was nice. Yeah. So things that reminded me of, well, a lot of things actually, but Davy Johnston playing, especially on Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, the Elton John song from Honky Chateau, definitely evoked that for me. The mandolin itself, it's used worldwide. The main riff there I thought was really cool and very memorable. Some of the chords used in there were evocative of certain emotions and kind of came out of left field in terms of the rest of the song, but it did work. It actually wove together very, very nicely, but it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Especially towards the end there. You just got some different chords that hit you a little differently.
Can I talk about that vocalist? That vocalist is amazing.
Yeah.
First of all, the way her voice slides to faraway notes or something like that. She has a special singing technique.
Yeah, her voice was very much like a Bollywood singer. So if you ever watch a Bollywood movie, you will recognize that style immediately. But yeah, she sounded fantastic there. I really enjoyed her voice. It was also cool to see Sina using mallets, and starting off hitting stuff, her cymbals, her various drums. She had her snare off in the beginning so that she could use it just as a dry drum, like one of the toms. And then at some point, she turned on the snare, flipped the sticks around, and started playing more like a rock drummer from the West.
Yeah, she's on some special percussion instruments as well as the drums, of course. Yeah, like those little tiny cymbals. It's good to see Sina with these, other musicians. You look at the caliber of the other musicians.
Yeah.
It makes sense Sina would be playing with them.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think she has a standard she likes to see with her collaborators, and she certainly has been able to find some great ones. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? just your general impressions. Let us know if you ever watch any Bollywood movies. You know, if you've got some recommendations, leave them below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.